So,
but seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. Not that we have to quote something always that was written 2,000 years ago to live our life now. The Holy Spirit is within us. But those were guidelines for me, and I was raised with that. And so I really did it. And when you really do it, there's nothing but that grand faith, because it will see you through every single time.
thank you. That message is specifically for me.
So now, what happened? You went into the forest literally with backpacks and with that intention, and how did it unfold? What happened?
Well, after that experience, I was taken out to a Yule tree, Tule, it's called T-U-L-E, not Yule, this is Yuletide now. Tule tree, T-U-L-E, which is the tree of life for the Mayans down there. And then that Ra kept coming back to me. They just had a ceremony down there at that tree not too long ago. It's the tree of life, and it's something that when it blooms again, the 2012, life will flourish again like the Garden of Eden from that tree.
Wow.
And it's similar to the tree in Avatar, if you've seen that. That's quite a message, and quite a many messages in that movie. But what that Ra being kept coming back to me over and over again, I almost thought, gee, is there a tape stuck in the back of my head? I am Ra, I am Ra, I am Ra. So what did it mean that I am Ra? Just like Jesus kept saying, the Father and I are one, and through me you'll be led to the Father. That's what this Ra being kept coming back and kept saying. So I was to name myself Ra. She later named me Raja, and she took the name Moira, which is a name that she had always liked, which has the Ra in it, so we kept that. But basically, at that time, we had mission points which were given to us by extraterrestrial beings which I was in contact with. And I'm in contact with some of them now, and they have a special message just for your TV show.
Very good.
Just for the new year. And I'm not even sure exactly what it is, but it'll come forth as we discuss
Stay
it.
tuned, everybody.
And those beings then, they told me that what we needed to do was go back to the earth, go back to the United States from the jungles of the Yucatan, and deliver the message that we are not alone, that there are extraterrestrial, and this was in 1980, there are extraterrestrial beings that are among us, living among us, and that we are star seeds. And perhaps many, many, many people are also star seeds. That means there's a seed within them that is not of the world. It's of a different dimension. It's of a higher dimensional reality. And if we're true to that seed, we can bring that higher dimensional reality here into the earth. A difference between this beautiful country that's been strangled by the power-hungry interests, rather than giving health care to everybody and taking care of everybody. You can see they're still strangled so much that the big controlling businesses, the insurance companies, are pulling the strings, rather than the pharmaceutical companies, rather than really giving health to the people.
Yes.
And as much as some of your presidents and your congressmen and senators want that, you can see that I can't do it. You know, we want to give it to you, but
it's too far entangled. Yeah.
But it's changing, and it's changing fast.
It is changing.
You're right.
It has to change.
Yep.
That big ball.
It has to change because we, the seed people, are changing.
That's right.
Yes.
We're changing it
We're
from
shining
within.
our light.
Yes. But they say, well, eventually, like during the time of Atlantis and Lemuria, will be governed by wise, sage kings and queens, princes and princesses, who will really care for the people, and they'll really reach out and give, and all that comes from the universe will be given back to the people. There'll be no hoarding and backroom talking and keeping.
So will Atlantis rise again? Or is it just a figure of speech?
Yes, there'll be parts of it perhaps that will rise, but it won't be so much, oh, it's rising, the water's coming off, and we're going to go live there. It's not so, it'll be making itself known in certain places. And that is the big revelation for what these Smoky Mountains and the Blue Ridge Mountains here are. They're actually concealing pyramids. Have you ever driven down and look at some of those mountains and see that looks exactly like a pyramid?
Yes.
It is. Those are. Unmistakably.
That's far out idea. I love it. But, a lot of people will go, really?
Yes.
Really, truly.
Well, there are those who have the psychic eye and the psychic vision, and they can see things through a long life of trust and study and faith. and also from where they come from, versus those who don't have that, who can't see that. And it's not that those who can't see have to believe or trust the ones who can't see it, but they might listen to that seed and see if it works for them.
Yeah, yeah.
But for me, I know it's true because I was told that 20 years ago. But now I'm told that this area is Mount Pisgah itself, from Mount Pisgah to Mount Mitchell, conceals maybe 100 different pyramids of different sizes and temple complexes. The same with Chimney Rock is a very special, ancient, monolithic, megalithic Atlantean site. These mountains have never been under the sea. They're the oldest mountain chains on the face of the earth. There's, and what's behind them are pyramids made of an imperishable metal.
What does that mean?
Well, this, one of the names was called tritrillium, and it was made of a gold or a silver-looking metal that you can't damage it. Even a nuclear bomb wouldn't damage it.
Wow.
It will never perish. So it's still there. And if you brush off the dirt and the trees that have grown around it, it will still reveal the same pyramid that was there 10, 15,000 years ago. There's also spaceships underneath some of those, just like there's a spaceship underneath the paws of the Sphinx in the Great Pyramid. And so Atlantis and Lemuria were in connection. They had a direct connection with the people that lived here in the Smoky Mountains. Even your Cherokee have a name for the group of immortal beings who live in the mountains and who come in spaceships and clouds, and they taught the people. They have legends about them. And we're in touch with those very same beings. And these are immortal, extraterrestrial, cosmic parents of the human race. And they say 2012 is not going to be doom and gloom. It's going to be a new, enhanced, energetic. The old shall pass away. There'll be a new heaven and a new earth. And we're creating it. That's why we've been sent to the mountains and have our light lodge. We have a light lodge in Candler, which is at the foot of Mount Pisgah.
Well, a lot of people are attracted to this area, and they don't even know why. I mean, I was, and it was long time ago, but we came and we had that. So you were attracted first, and you did your work in Shasta first?
No,
and
actually,
then you were called
we were
here?
in 1984. We were married over a quarter of a century ago. We were married on the top of Mount Shasta with the Ascended Master Saint Germain, the Hierophant of the Aquarian Age, officiating.
And then he said, this wedding is being done in commemoration of a work that must be done for humanity.
Wow.
And then I was dreaming, and I woke up. No, I was still asleep, and then I held a being on my right side going around my back and put his hand on my head and on my shoulder and said, this wedding, you are here because there is no death, and you will be all over the world. And when I wake up and I pray and I say, I was a professor and guidance counselor in the University of the City of Manila, and so I told my students, these are when you wake up, he says, a clean life, an open mind, a pure heart, an eager intellect, an unveiled spiritual perception, a brotherliness for one's co-disciple, a willing obedience to the behests of truth once we have placed our confidence in and believe that teacher to be in possession of it, a courageous endurance of personal injustice. These are the golden stairs up the steps of which the learner may climb to the temple of divine wisdom.
Yeah.
And then I saw
It's
him
beautiful.
in